last episode.
We're getting closer.
A tree just happened to jump.
You are kidding me. I honestly did not expect to find this.
This is the furthest north I've ever been. This is also the furthest north. This spot that I'm at currently now replaces the last spot. This is the furthest north I've been.
On this episode,
Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Lap Around Australia. And today we're at what I think is probably one of the most spectacular spots that Queensland has to offer, if not the most spectacular spot, and that is Boodjamulla, or Lawn Hill. So I'm going to be showing you guys what this place has to offer as much as I can, and showing you some of the spectacular scenery that this place has as well. So guys, the hike that we're doing right now is called Island Stack. It's not a particularly big hike, but man, when you've been living on the road full time for almost 2 months, makes you question your fitness levels for sure. And this is the view from the top end here. Unreal. And guys, don't believe what they say when it says 2 hours or something to do this hike. We did it in about half an hour. Excuse my chicken legs. If you know how to walk, you can do this hike. Might put the drone up. This is absolutely beautiful, but one of the lookouts that you can get to doing this hike will overlook a place called Wild Dog Dreaming. It is very important to Indigenous culture. There's all sorts of things down in that gorge there, like Aboriginal paintings, there's fossils, all sorts of things that you can actually see if you do the Wild Dog Dreaming walk. But the other thing about it is the fact that you're not allowed to take any photos or videos while you're there. I think that's pretty cool for a couple of reasons. One, we're being respectful of their culture and their beliefs, but two, it makes it so much more special when you come to a place like this, because you know that you haven't seen any photos or videos of it online. You're only going to have to come here and look at it for yourself, which I think is pretty special. It's easy to see why they call this place an oasis. Spectacular. We just got done doing the Wild Dog Dreaming walk, and we're now at the lower gorge. That place was everything that I'd hoped it would be. It was so cool. Some of the coolest stuff that I've ever seen. There's beautiful engravings all over the rocks. There's paintings, and there's these meal sites with hundreds and hundreds of mussel shells on the ground with bones and whatnot, which is where the Indigenous people used to have all their meals and stuff in this area. And I also learnt on the sign walking in there that this area has been continuously occupied for up to 30,000 years or more, and it's probably more than anywhere else in Australia, which is absolutely bonkers, and you can see why. It even says like this was an oasis to the Indigenous people in the desert. It's all chained off. You can still go in and see everything, but you can't get in and mess with it or anything like that, which is perfect. It's a really good way to preserve this sort of thing, and I'm so glad that we're able to come and appreciate this sort of culture. But we are probably the best country in the world for this sort of thing, to be able to appreciate this. Well, there goes that idea. It is pouring down. Here's what it is. Pretty crazy though. Yesterday it was 40 degrees. Oh, now we've got this. Gonna have to wait this out, maybe sit down, have a cup of tea, read a book, be lame. So I'm not sure how good this GoPro is in low light, but there is a bunch of catfish around. Well, as it turned out, it was pouring down rain the entire day. And looks like the Mitch project. That's Breno's joke, I can't claim credit for that. And my partner almost stepped on a cane toad. We're just walking down to the water now to see if we can see some turtles and fish and maybe some freshwater crocodile eyes. And then I almost stepped on a cane toad just then too. They are everywhere. Now for anyone that's been to North Queensland, you've probably seen a bunch of these mongrels around. Now these are cane toads. those of you who don't know, they are a huge problem for native fauna. Native birds or snakes and other reptiles and whatever else, or even sometimes dingoes, try and eat them. And on their backs, they've got these venom glands, which can cause death. Yeah, so they're a massive, massive problem. They're absolutely everywhere and they're spreading like wildfire. Us humans are the ones that introduce them, and they're not doing anything wrong. They're just doing what they do, but nonetheless, they are a big problem. So it turns out there were no turtles hanging around tonight, but for tomorrow, fingers crossed the weather plays ball, because I'm definitely keen to have a go at the stand-up paddleboard, do some more hiking, and show you guys everything else that this place has to offer. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Well, good morning guys. We've got a beautiful sunny morning here at Lawn Hill. It's 8 o'clock in the morning. It's already starting to heat up. We're off on another hike. Now this one's a relatively short one. Again, it's the Constance range track. Now I don't know what to expect from it, but later on today, I'm definitely gonna be jumping in that water and definitely having to go on the stand-up paddleboard. But for now, we'll get to the top of this hike and I'll see you there. It really makes you wonder how the indigenous people did it. Running up and down hills like this, completely barefoot. Oh mate, it's not even that bad. I think I'm just being a sook. So we're on our way back down to camp from the Constance range track. The sign recommends about 3 hours for that, but we did it in about 40 minutes. So I think those signs are lying. I think they're just recommending that much time if you want to look and stop and look at absolutely everything, which we did, but we still smashed it in 40 minutes. So excuse my chicken legs. But anyway, back to camp and into the water. I'll see you there. Fishy! Well, we've made it back to the water and I'm not waiting any longer. I'm getting in. I'll see you in there. Fishy! Decided to grab the stand-up paddleboard to see how she goes. Now, pre-warning, I'm about as agile as a baby giraffe on these things. Excuse my chicken legs. I will more than likely stack it. My golly, he's done it. Ow! These are sharp. Ow! Nature! Don't you love nature? I'm a bloody professional, I tell you what. How good is this? Turns out you can fit 2 people on these things, and it's actually quite comfortable. This is our life. Look at that gorgeous gorge. Pun intended. This is what it's all about. It does not get much better than this. We've got a little turtle in the water over there, a whole bunch of fish around. Inflatable stand-up paddleboard, so it fits in the car nicely. And you're able to get to spots like this. Incredible. The last time I was here, these falls here were absolutely pelting down. And the last time I was here, I was actually swimming in underneath them and the other ones around the corner here. Unbeknownst to us at the time, there's a big freshwater crocodile that lives around here. And somebody actually, I think it was this year, someone spooked it and it reacted and grabbed hold of his arm or something like that, and a few stitches later he was all good. But I won't be doing any swimming here just in case, even though it is just a freshwater thing, but there are signs up everywhere that say you shouldn't. So, oh my god, look at the size of that fish down there. You guys probably can't see it. I'll put you underwater. I am absolutely rating this stand-up paddleboard. There's 2 of us here. I'm at the back to get the weight at the back here, but it is actually so easy to maneuver even with 2 people on it, and it fits in the back of the car. So I'm glad we brought it, because the canoe or kayak hire here is pretty expensive if you ask me. You just can't stop looking up. There's just so much to see and trying to absorb it all, but there's only so much you can do. How's this for service? I get to chill back here while the boss paddles us forward, enjoying the serenity. This is kind of panic mode. The drone's going flat and I've got to somehow catch it. Come on. That is terrifying. The problem is you reach your hand underneath it and it flies up another meter. So I had pretty much 0 battery left then. So Good morning guys, I'm off on another hike and this time it's the Upper Gorge. And this hike, I think it's 2.9 Ks. No idea how long it's supposed to take, but should be pretty interesting, just like the rest of them. So far, so good. Just look at this. Man, it's so tempting to jump off for a swim. Oh man, this is gorgeous, pun intended. It's so clear. You guys probably can't see, but absolutely beautiful. How cool is this? If that doesn't make your stomach drop, I don't know what will. So weird how you can stand up somewhere like this quite comfortably with very little butterflies in your stomach or adrenaline going or whatsoever. But when it comes time to do a bungee jump or something like that, even though it might be slightly less high than that, you're absolutely crap at it. And for good reason, I guess. Excuse my chicken legs. I'm now at Indari Falls, which is where we were yesterday on the paddleboard, but this time I'm on foot. Still hoping to see that freshwater crocodile around, but no one's seen him apparently. Yellow. Now guys, I've probably said this before, but I'm going to say it again anyway. If you're thinking about doing a lap around Australia, just do it. Take it from me, it'll be the best thing that you've ever done. We're only 6 weeks in and I'm dreading going home already. My favorite thing so far about this entire trip would hands down have to be the friendly people that you bump into. Everyone that you meet is doing the same thing that you're doing for the same exact reason, and that is to get out and explore this amazing country that we have. When you come from a place like Sydney, where everybody's rushing around and trying to get to their daily business and whatnot, it's kind of refreshing to bump into people that are just relaxed and like-minded. Put aside a certain amount of money every week, even if it's a small amount. And the thing about budgets, you don't budge. Trust me, I know it's difficult, but just stick to it and you'll be able to visit places like this in sooner than you think. And don't stress if you don't have the biggest, meanest car on the planet. You don't need a big 79 or a 200 or anything like that to do it in. Just do it in whatever you can, as long as it's reliable and you trust it and you know how to work on it. You can do it in pretty much anything. You can talk to absolutely everyone. Doesn't matter what kind of car you have. Everyone's nice to you and there is no judgment whatsoever. I'm loving every single minute of this. Well, you can see what I mean when I say there's so much to see and do here, besides just paddleboarding and canoeing. The walks here are sensational. We did most of these ones the other day, but today I've started obviously at camp here. I've come around here, up this steep slope here, and then I've come around, across the top of the gorge, and then I've made it to here. And then I believe I've come down this track here and ended up here. What an incredible spot this is, guys. Second time I've been here, but this is the first time I've been able to actually explore it to this extent. 20 out of 10, guys. This is without a doubt my favorite spot that I've been to in Australia so far. You definitely have to get here. One way or another, everyone I think should come and have a look at this place. Absolutely beautiful. And on that note, guys, I think I'll see you on the next episode. I don't know exactly where I'll be, somewhere in the Northern Territory though. So stay tuned for that. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and a bell, and I'll see you next time. Thanks guys so much for watching. You're absolute legends. See yas.